गवर्नमेंट गलती से बनी हुई है। मोदी जी को एक तो मैंडेट नहीं है और माइनॉरिटी गवर्नमेंट है। ये गवर्नमेंट कभी भी गिर सकती है।
ये जो सत्ता में कुछ दिन के लिए आए हैं, ये कुछ दिन के मेहमान हैं। जो दिल्ली में सरकार में बैठे लोग हैं, वो सरकार चलने वाली नहीं है, वो सरकार गिरने वाली है।
ये मोदी की हार है और अचानक ये एनडीए का जो भूत है, उन्होंने उसको उनमें ऑक्सीजन फूंकने की कोशिश की है। इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं, ये प्रधानमंत्री नहीं है, ये 1/3 प्रधानमंत्री है।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard how the opposition mocked Prime Minister Modi as the one-third Prime Minister. Some fear-mongered that the clutches of Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar will cripple NDA's governance, while others predicted that the government would not even last the first 100 days. Tomorrow, as NDA 3.0 completes 100 days in office, Prime Minister Modi hopes to silence all his detractors with actions, not words. The 100-day events will coincide with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 74th birthday, making the day doubly special for the BJP, and the Modi jhukega nahi message before the 100-day lap is very significant and symbolic. Let's take the three biggest thorns in the crown of the NDA. Well, Kashmir elections, one nation, one poll, and Waqf bill. Even before the Supreme Court's deadline of 30th September is over, the Jammu and Kashmir elections will be conducted from the 18th of September onwards, literally surprising opposition parties who thought this would be an issue that they could corner the Modi government on. The second one, the Waqf Amendment Bill. It is currently being reviewed by a joint parliamentary committee which will meet once again on the 19th of September, and sources say that it will be reviewing 84 lakh suggestions received so far. It is likely to submit its report to the Lok Sabha by the last day of the first week of the winter session of Parliament, which is the next session. And then there is the most ambitious reform that Prime Minister Modi has been talking about, not just now, but even in Modi 2.0, one nation, one poll. And top government sources have confirmed that it will be pushed through in the third term of this government itself. It was first formally proposed by the Election Commission in its 1983 report. Subsequently, the Law Commission has also submitted several reports suggesting measures to synchronize state and central polls. But since 1967, no government has managed to do this. Will Modi Sarkar succeed where others have failed? Time will tell, but watch how Prime Minister Modi took on his detractors on the eve of completing 100 days in office in his third term.
देशवासियों को एक गारंटी दी थी। मैंने कहा था कि तीसरे टर्म के पहले 100 दिन देश के लिए अभूतपूर्व फैसले लिए जाएंगे। बीते 100 दिनों में मैंने दिन नहीं देखा, रात नहीं देखा। 100 दिन के एजेंडे को पूरा करने के लिए पूरी ताकत झोंक दी। देश हो या विदेश, जहां भी जो भी प्रयास करने थे वो किए। कोई कोर कसर बाकी नहीं छोड़ी। पिछले 100 दिन में न जाने कैसी कैसी बातें होने लगी। इस दौरान मेरा मजाक उड़ाने लगे। मोदी का मखौल उड़ाने लगे। भांति भांति के तर्क वितर्क बताते रहे, मजा लेते थे और लोग भी हैरान थे कि मोदी क्या कर रहा है, क्यों चुप है, इतनी मजाक हो रही है, इतना अपमान हो रहा है।
However, the opposition has lashed out at the Modi government, saying that it's a U-turn sarkar, while the BJP roars that Modi hai to mumkin hai. The opposition, of course, trying to pull the rug under the feet of the Modi sarkar.
मैं तो आश्चर्यचकित रह जाता हूं, सत्ता का मोह क्या क्या कराता है भाइयों में। जिस कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इस अब्दुल्ला परिवार को देशद्रोही कहा, आतंकवाद के लिए जिम्मेदार ठहराया, उमर अब्दुल्ला जी के दादा को सालों तक जेल में करा, अब मोदी जी के सामने जीतने के लिए ये राहुल और उमर इलू इलू कर रहे हैं भैया, इलू इलू कर रहे हैं। मोदी जी ने धारा 370 जो हटाई वो अब इतिहास का पन्ना हो गई है।
आज नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार के 100 दिन पूरे हुए हैं। इन 100 दिनों ने यह साबित कर दिया है कि नरेंद्र मोदी के पास किसी भी समस्या का कोई समाधान नहीं है, कोई विजन नहीं है। यू टर्न सरकार पिछले 100 दिन से चल रही है। अहंकार अब नहीं चलेगा और यू टर्न सरकार को करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि 100 दिन जो है वो लगातार यू टर्न का प्रतीक है।
Let's take a look at the fact check. In fact, one of the biggest achievements of the last 100 days will always be the implementation of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which is the first time that the British laws under the Indian Criminal Code have been changed, and these came into effect from the 1st of July, which replaced the British era Penal Code. However, the biggest cheer came from health insurance or Ayushman Bharat, which was extended to all senior citizens aged above 70 years, irrespective of their income. It is expected to benefit approximately 4.5 crore families and over 6 crore senior citizens in the country. Projects worth around 15 lakh crores have been launched within the first 100 days, while 8 new railway line projects have also been sanctioned for faster and convenient travel by train for the Aam Aadmi, generating 4.42 crore employment. Prime Minister Modi has also awarded certificates to 11 lakh new Lakhpati Didis. Now, more than 1 crore Lakhpati Didis earn more than 1 lakh rupees per year, and these are changes that one has seen on the ground in the first 100 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, the legitimate question that we are asking on the News Hour tonight is Namo Bharat Rapid Rail on track? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Waris Pathan, national spokesperson of the AIMIM, Tehseen Poonawalla, Congress supporter, and Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, also join the debate tonight. My first question goes to you, Tehseen Poonawalla, and the question is just simple. If the government is announcing investments worth 15 lakh crore, if all senior citizens above the age of 70 years are going to be included in Ayushman Bharat, if One Nation, One Poll is going ahead, the Waqf bill has been introduced. Clearly, the Congress Party's one-third Prime Minister bogey really falls flat, and it's actually kabhi jhukega nahi Modi, who's actually in full form.
Navika ji, thank you so much for having me on the show. At the onset, on the eve of the Honorable Prime Minister's birthday, I take this opportunity to wish him a very happy birthday. Congratulations on his 100 days in service of our country. May he continue to have a long, healthy life. But these 100 days have shown what a prime minister without a majority looks like. And I can promise you the UPA one, I'm not even talking about the UPA 2. The UPA one, which had 140 odd MPs, was a much more powerful government than this. This was a man who thundered and roared in parliament, ek akela sab pe bhari, embarrassing his own MPs. He didn't even think about them. Today, with Nitish ji and Chandrababu Naidu ji, couldn't get the Waqf bill passed. We know what happened in the morning. He got a call from Andhra Pradesh saying, listen, you cannot introduce the Waqf bill. Please send it to the parliamentary committee. What was supposed to be passed? He will get 15 lakh crore investment. Ye hoga, wo hoga. If my chachi had an Adam's apple, she would be my chacha. Hai nahi na Adam's apple, to chachi hai. Hua nahi na, jab hoga tab dekhenge. The fact of the matter is, the Prime Minister has given us big promises. None of his promises in the last 11 years have come true. Have those 100 smart cities come? Has a Dholera smart city come so far? Vivek bhai, have you seen Dholera smart city in Gujarat? Has anything happened? Has whatever he promised happened? The Prime Minister can make up things, the BJP can make up things, it can give us jumlas, but the people of India are fed up. Yes, their numbers have come down. Yes, the opposition lost. Yes, India is in less. They can continue giving us Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne. The people of India are no longer seeing Sapne. At the end of this tenure of the government, which will be a full-term government, the BJP is going to be reduced, never again get a majority after this, and never again come to government. People know that this is the weakest government in the history of India.
I think Tehseen Poonawalla, I don't know, political analyst, Congress supporter, but maybe you'll make for a good astrologer as well, because आपको 5 साल के आगे का दिख रहा है जो अभी 5 दिन किसी को नहीं दिखता. But never mind that. But let me get in Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, if I heard correctly, the Waqf bill was introduced well because there were sessions that were taking place between the Minority Affairs Minister of now Kiren Rijiju with the former Minority Affairs Minister Smriti Irani, and it wasn't really because of Chandrababu Naidu's phone call that the delay happened. But Shehzad Poonawalla, QR codes in WhatsApp groups are going around on the getting the support for Waqf bill. ये कह रहे हैं कि आप डर गए?
First of all, Navika, I thank Tehseen for wishing the Prime Minister long and healthy life, and he will also be having a very long and healthy tenure. And Tehseen said कि Mungeri Lal के हसीन सपने हुआ क्या है? What has happened? So let me just give him the report card, and I will borrow from Anand Ranganathan's 30 seconds in advance. 3 lakh crore worth of projects approved in last 100 days. Kisan Samman Nidhi, approved. 3 lakh crores given to 12 crore farmers. MSP for Kharif crops given. Tax relief up to 7 lakhs given. Unified pension scheme to government employees given. 3 crore houses apart from the 3 crore already given. Muft Bijli Yojana started. Mudra loan limit increased to 20 lakhs. Free treatment to 70 plus citizens given. 2 lakh crore package approved and implemented for employment and skills. 11.11 lakh crore for capital expenditure given. National Space Day celebrated. 1,000 crore for startups for space. First time done. Semiconductor unit has been announced. 3 criminal laws in force. Port Blair renamed as Vijaypuram. Now 5 districts in Ladakh consecrated. Samvidhan Hatya Divas June 25th celebrated. This means nation first, development first, people first. But I want to tell you what 100 days of LOP has also done. What 100 days of Congress also. Lies on Sikhs, said. Will end reservation, said. India is not a free place, said. Meeting Ilhan Omar, who's anti-India, done. Journalist Rohit Sharma beaten up, done. Kharge threatens that 20 seats mil jayegi, everyone will go to jail. Then stone pelting on Ganesh Yatra in Mandya, done. Delay in salaries, pensions of Himachal employees, done. Price rise in petrol, diesel, milk, electricity in Punjab, Himachal, Karnataka, done. Want 370 back, promised in manifesto. Talks with Pakistan, promised in manifesto. Omar Abdullah, why was Afzal Guru hand? That means batting for terrorists. Took support of SFJ, Sikh Foundation for Justice, Forum for Justice, because they have not condemned it yet. Done. Ticket to Lal Singh, the same Lal Singh who stood with the rapists of Kathua. It was done. Denied justice to Arjikar victim. Done. Muda scam. Done. Valmiki scam. Done. Defending Jagdish Titler. Done. Diverting the funds from Dalit Samaj to the other Samajas in Karnataka and Telangana. Done. Now please, Tehseen Poonawalla, this is the laundry list of what you have done. Why don't you tell me that what you have done and what you have not done?
Well, let me get in. Tehseen, please respond. It's a comprehensive list of what? It's a comprehensive list of what has happened in the Congress party. Tehseen Poonawalla, please respond.
The only thing that was done here is the U-turn of the current government. First, they decided to bring an inheritance tax in the line of what Arun Jaitley ji and Sam Pitroda ji said. Then they realized they lost their own vote back and they did a U-turn on it. Then they decided to tax people. The only thing done is people in India are being taxed, no relief, and all of these sapnas, 3 lakh crore done for infrastructure. Kaun sa infrastructure? From airport to under bridges. Everything is collapsing in the country. Look at the roads in Gujarat, and the semiconductor factories come up. This also will happen. By the way, that semiconductor factory should have come up in Tamil Nadu. You took it from Tamil Nadu and moved it to another state. That also will. Everything is future.
Not one reply on the prices increased in Congress ruled state. Not one response on Rahul Gandhi's statements, but
just one line. Tehseen Poonawalla did not speak about the price rise and taxation in Himachal, Karnataka, Punjab. That's all right, no problem. But when he talks about U-turn, 1950s we promised 370 will be removed, done. 1950s we promised Ram Mandir will be built, it was done. 1950s we said that UCC we want it. You backtracked and did U-turn on it. UCC implemented in Uttarakhand. 1950s, 70s we promised women's reservation will come into play. You had 10 years to do it. You did not do it. We did it. Tehseen, don't interrupt. 1950s CA, you said Mahatma Gandhi had promised it. Manmohan Singh as opposition leader wanted it. We did it. And Tehseen Poonawalla, you promised one thing, Garibi Hatao. Even today, after 4 generations, you are saying Garibi Hatao. Garibi bhi karne ka kaam Modi ji ne kiya. 25 crore people were lifted out of poverty. That is the track record of Modi.
well, let me get in Waris Pathan. Waris Pathan, Jammu Kashmir elections happening. The opposition was trying to make a atmosphere as if this will never happen. Now they are happening. The Waqf bill has been brought in. The fact that one nation, one poll will take place is a statement that has come in from the topmost echelons of the government. Waris Pathan, ये जो लोग कह रहे थे कि this is a scared government, it is a government that has to depend on crutches, none of that seems to be happening, and which is why आपको थोड़ी दिक्कत हो रही है ना वक्फ बिल पर. Every day you have to fight a new war. The question here is, a weak Modi is what everybody said after 4th of June. Today the Modi Sarkar is chugging along almost as if nothing has changed.
Well, Modi and BJP have totally lost their priorities, Navika, since June 4th, after the election results were declared, and when Modi could not get 400 plus and then went only on 240, and with the support of two parties, Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish. So they have totally waged a war against the Muslim community as a revenge after the 4th June election. You see, everybody is watching every day that what's happening to the Muslim community. The bulldozers have increased, mob lynchings have increased, and now he's come up with the Waqf bill. What the Waqf bill is a total Waqf amendment bill is a total violation of Constitution. It's Article 25, Article 26, 29, pure violation of that. How can somebody engage into our Waqf property? Supreme Court has time and again said once a Waqf, always a Waqf. You cannot. But now Modi wants to target the Muslims, so he wants to go all along and usurp up the property. The intentions of Modi and RSS are totally clear. They have malafide intentions to usurp the property belonging to the Muslims. This property belongs to Allah and Muslims. These properties are given as waqf by our forefathers to ensure that the Muslim community prosper, to ensure to see to it that the Muslims are given, they want sawab. They're near to donate the property as a waqf was sawab, and you want to take away the property.
India Gate waqf property कैसे हो गई? नहीं, 2013 में डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह ने इंडिया गेट उठाकर दे दिया. In 2013 the India Gate was given as a waqf property. How is India Gate waqf property? Can you please explain?
But the waqf at 1991 is... Waqf Act 1995 is already into existence. 2013 an amendment is already done. Let the Waqf board decide. Let the Waqf tribunal decide. If they cannot, there are courts to look into it. But you want to enter into the Waqf board, you want to enter the take away the rights of the Waqf tribunal, and you want to put a collector who will decide. There are Hindu endowment boards. Is there any Muslim allowed in the Hindu endowment board? Kindly say that nobody is allowed. Yes. So why you want to bring someone as a collector or a...
You're being challenged on facts. You're being challenged on facts. Anand Ranganathan
well, there are courts to take care of it.
You are being challenged on facts. Waris Pathan, Anand Ranganathan, please respond.
बिल्कुल. देखिए, वारिस पठान साहब की मैं बहुत इज्जत करता हूं. इन्होंने कहा कि किसी हिंदू टेंपल एंडाउमेंट बोर्ड पे, हिंदू बोर्ड पे कोई मुस्लिम है. तारकेश्वर टेंपल पे फारिद हकीम है. देयर आर क्रिश्चियंस देयर. दूसरी बात है कम्युनिस्ट ने बोर्ड हथियाए हुए हैं केरला में 5 बोर्ड्स. द क्वेश्चन आई वांट टू आस्क माय एल्डर ब्रदर वारिस पठान साहब, that there are ample laws in the country that take care of property disputes. If I say tomorrow, Navika, your house is my house, I will not go to some board. I will go to court or you will go to court. Likewise, अगर मैं कल को कहूं एज ए हिंदू, वारिस पठान साहब आपका घर एक्चुअली किसी हिंदू प्रॉपर्टी है, ये मुझे मिलनी चाहिए, वारिस पठान साहब क्या करेंगे? वारिस पठान साहब कोर्ट जाएंगे, वहां पे मामला होगा. लेकिन मान लीजिए मेरे पास एक अदर और पैरेलल एवेन्यू होता, वक्फ बोर्ड का ऑल्टरनेट, हिंदू वक्फ बोर्ड कह लीजिए या हिंदू बोर्ड कह लीजिए, और उससे मैं कहलवाता, तो वारिस पठान साहब कहते मैं तो कोर्ट जा रहा हूं, मैं आपके बोर्ड पे क्यों जाऊं पहले? यही प्रॉब्लम हिंदूज की है, यही प्रॉब्लम और बाकी सारे नॉन मुस्लिम्स की है कि सबसे पहले एक पैरेलल सिस्टम क्रिएट कर दिया गया कोर्ट्स के अलग करके, जो डिसाइड करता है कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी वक्फ है कौन सी नहीं है. दैट इज पेटेंटली इलीगल एंड अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल. इट हैज टू गो. The only correction I would like to make in the 100 days of Modi government is it should not have brought in the bill that said we are going to make amendments in the Waqf board. It should have abrogated the Waqf board. Because amendment किसी भी ड्रैकोनियन एक्ट पे नहीं की जाती, ड्रैकोनियन एक्ट को हटाया जाता है. Now तहसीन has said क्या कर लिया 100 दिन में. You know, nobody judges anybody on 100 days. Even nowadays, I don't know how the situation is. You know, people who are courting also don't decide within 100 days whether you're going to marry each other or not. तहसीन का पता नहीं क्या situation थी. तो one looks at last year, last 10 years. उसमें मैं आपको सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर का बताना चाहता हूं क्या सिचुएशन है, सिर्फ डेटा और प्रूफ पे. एंड आई चैलेंज तहसीन टू चैलेंज मी. मंथली जीएसटी कलेक्शंस आर द हाईएस्ट एवर एट 2.1 लाख करोड़. Vehicle sales are the highest ever at 4.2 million units.
No.
Exports are the highest ever at $780 billion. Income tax returns are the highest ever at 68 million. Foreign exchange reserves are the highest ever at $675 billion. Manufacturing PMI is the highest ever at 59.1. Number of jobs created is the highest ever at 47 million. Startups are the highest ever at 118,000. Central government debt to GDP ratio is 5-year low of 56%. Inflation is at a 5-year low of 3.5%. Inequality is at 5-year low of 0.4 Gini. Sensex is the highest ever at 83,000. अब ये पिछले 100 डेज की रिपोर्ट नहीं है, पिछले 300 डेज की रिपोर्ट है. मैं तहसीन से चैलेंज करता हूं कि आप मान लो मोदी से शादी कर लो.
Modi, well, let me get it.
What is this? But more important, Anand, you selectively quote facts. When you selectively,
Okay.
Just one second.
Allow me.
After Tehseen, I'm coming to you, Waris Pathan. Tehseen, quick counter.
This is where I find Anand to be selective. First of all, GST collections are the highest. You've criminalized the GST. No other country has criminalized GST. Must number one. Number two, what is your import-export deficit? 23 billion, the highest ever in the history of this country. And lastly, you're talking about car sales. Please talk about they've changed the parameters. They look at car sales at factories. Look at the dealership. Cars are not going at dealership. Please. And your GST is so simple that cars are 18%, seats are 28%. Buy a car without a seat.
Why don't you tell all the finance minister of Congress ruled states to take up the issue in the GST council if there are any of these issues? But Tehseen Poonawalla, you will never do that. But Waris Pathan also has an objection to Anand Ranganathan. Waris Pathan, bhai.
Allow me. Well, my very good friend Anand Ranganathan made a long lecture as usual. He's in a habit of giving long lectures. But he forgot, in praising Modi, he forgot that what Modi failed in, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, biggest jumla, 15 lakh will be deposited in your account, और एक जुमला, 2 crore job will be provided, उससे बड़ा जुमला, demonetization से black money खत्म हो जाएगा, वो जुमला. तो ये सारे जुमला के बारे में आप कब बोलेंगे आनंद रंगनाथन? सारे जुमले. उसके बाद में आपने 400 पार का तो
थर्ड टर्म की बात करिए. जब मोदी ने कहा है वो झुकेंगे नहीं, तो झुक रहे हैं क्या? आपको झुकते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं क्या?
10 सेकंड.
अरे आनंद रंगनाथन is capable of replying to my queries. Navika, please. आप आनंद रंगनाथन कैपेबल है, साइंटिस्ट है, वो मेरी रिप्लाई दे देगा बात का. अरे आनंद भाई जरा मेरी बात का जवाब, आपने मोदी की तारीफ
पठान साहब, 10 सेकंड,
जरा इन बात की भी तारीफ
1 minute, Anand, coming to you, let him
आदमी आए दिन
complete his
आकर
point.
हमारे हुजूर की शान में गुस्ताखी करते, अरेस्ट नहीं होता। उनके बीजेपी के नेता हर दिन आके मुसलमानों को मस्जिद में घुस के धमकी देते हैं, मार डालेंगे, मोदी खामोश रहते हैं। तो सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास क्या हुआ? ये जुमला नहीं तो क्या हुआ मेरे दोस्त आनंद रंगनाथन? अब आप बोलिए।
Anand, coming to you, Shehzad first.
Let me respond to this.
शहजाद 10 सेकंड, शहजाद 10 सेकंड, प्लीज, आई बेग यू वरना वो वक्त चला जाएगा। 10 सेकंड, नाविका, इफ यू प्लीज अलाउ।
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you okay? He is conceding.
You don't
Please.
need to beg to me, Baba.
Thank you.
Please don't do that.
नहीं यार, यू आर माय ब्रदर।
You are my brother.
ओके, वारिस पठान साहब ने कहा कि मोदी का प्रॉमिस, नाविका देयर इज एन एको अगेन, प्लीज इफ यू कुड करेक्ट इट। वारिस पठान साहब ने कहा कि देखो मोदी ने सब जुमला किया, 15 लाख रुपए उन्होंने कहा था डिपॉजिट करेंगे, हर अकाउंट में नहीं किए। मैं अपना नाम आनंद रंगनाथन अली शब्बीर सुलेमान कर लूंगा आज ही, अगर ये फेक न्यूज नहीं हुई। इट्स एन ओपन चैलेंज टू वारिस पठान साहब, इतना झूठ मत बोलिए, 15 साल से झूठ बोलते आ रहे हैं। आई चैलेंज वारिस पठान साहब टू
एक्सेप्टेड, चैलेंज एक्सेप्टेड। चलो मैं आपको वीडियो बता दूंगा जहां पे बोला गया था कि 15 लाख रुपया एक एक के अकाउंट में जमा हो जाएगा।
Okay,
15 लाख जमा करने
all
की बात
right.
की।
I will invite you both for a debate. I will invite you both for a debate and नामकरण वहीं पर होगा। वारिस पठान का नाम आनंद रंगनाथन हो जाएगा और आनंद रंगनाथन सुलेमान जी हो जाएंगे, लेकिन शहजाद पुनः। All right, okay, all right, 1 minute.
आनंद रंगनाथन से ही
शहजाद।
Now, in the interest of a fair debate, Anandji and Mr. Varis Pathan, I never interrupted any, so please give me my opportunity. First of all, when you say that इसको ये गाली दी, उसको वो गाली दी, हाशिमपुरा, भागलपुर, मीरठ, मलियाना, नेल्ली, दिल्ली, मुजफ्फरनगर, जलगांव, मुंबई, all these big riots where thousands of Muslims were killed took place prior to 2014. Tell me one riot of this scale that has taken place post 2014. Secondly, when 50 crore bank accounts are opened, 50 crore Ayushman cards are given, 13 crore toilets are built, when 12 crore Nal Se Jal is given, when 3 crore houses are built, Sultana को नहीं मिलता है, उन्हीं शिल्पा को मिलता है, नाविका को मिलता है और नबी को नहीं मिलता है. In fact, because of the school toilets being built, the Muslim girl dropout rate has fallen from 70% to 30%. In fact, out of the 15 top civilian awards that the Prime Minister has got from various countries, 7 are from the biggest Muslim nations: Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Palestine, Afghanistan. All of these countries which you consider either as emotional issue, intellectual issue or religious issues. Thirdly, I want to ask you only one question. Waqf is anti-Muslim. ये वही lobby है, भड़काओ भाईजान कमेटी विच सेट की नागरिकता छिन जाएगी सीए से. सीए से कितनी नागरिकता छिनी? वक्फ का बहाना है, वोट बैंक को चमकाना है, मुस्लिम को भड़काना है. प्लीज टेल मी हु recommended the amendment in Waqf Structure Committee report, the 9th JPC report of Rahman Khan? What is the Waqf for? Pro governance, pro transparency. Who is it against? Land grabber. It is against those who scream and take the land away. You know, Waqf has 9 lakh acres. That's 9 times the size of the land of Mumbai. What is the income? 200 crores. Who is not getting the benefit? The yatims, the anath, the bevas, the widows. They are not getting the benefit. So who is getting the benefit? The likes of politicians like Owaisi, and therefore they are opposing it. Therefore they are opposing it.
For the Muslim community, let it be beneficial for the orphanage or for widows. Let it be beneficial.
So, Varisji, let me ask you one question. Varisji, let me ask you one question. Varisji, let me ask you one question. Varisji, one question. Varisji, in the interest of a debate,
the widows, they want to usurp our masjid. They want to take our madrasas, Kabristan, everything they want to take away.
Varisji, one question.
In the garb of the amendment bill.
In the interest of a debate, I want to ask you very humbly, with respect, one question. Varisji, out of this 9 lakh acres of land that the Waqf has, name 10 hospitals that give free treatment only to Muslims built on Waqf land. Name them.
Many in India.
Name
Why
10.
are you worried? You can go there and check.
10.
Or you want to usurp that
10.
also. You want to say
Name
that
10.
no, they are not belonging to the Waqf.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, name.
Waqf is a private property. It's not a public
Name
property.
10 hospitals.
वो अपना ही
Name
private
10
property.
hospitals. You own the India Gate also. You own the India Gate. But where is the hospital? India Gate ownership लेकर क्या करेंगे आप?
No, that is our lookout.
Well,
that is our lookout.
Property lookout is mine. Allah's property lookout is mine.
How is Modi interested?
You know, let me, 1 minute. आप
there are hundreds of
नहीं, राम नाम जपना पराया माल अपना नहीं हो सकता ना. There has to be a rule of law that has to dictate everything. And the Congress government, in the name of appeasement, just in 2013 gave away 29 properties. But let me get in Vivek Srivastava. I'm coming Thank you, Vivek Silas ji. Vivek Srivastava ji, the question tonight is this. Abhi tak, everybody was saying this is a government that will topple any day. It will topple any day. It won't be able to do any work. I'm asking you straightforward, when it comes up with the kind of agenda that has been put before you, can you say this is a government on the back foot? Or is this a government that will last 5 years and deliver on whatever is their ideology and whatever is their promise to the people of India? Please respond.
Okay. See, first of all, I personally feel that coalition governments are better for the nation compared to governments where you have a one-party majority, because the number of votes that even if a single party is in majority oscillates between 35%
Oh, so you're congratulating Prime Minister Modi.
So you are not in majority either ways and you are still running the government. So, So when you are having a coalition government, things are more balanced, discussions are more, opposition is strong and the country is more onto the right track. This is number one. So first of all, the narrative that back foot ki sarkar and front foot ki sarkar, I don't analyze it that way. Number one. Number two, you see, it was good that Tehseen wished the Prime Minister a very happy birthday. Happy birthday from everybody's side. We all wish him a happy long life. May not be as a Prime Minister, maybe as a common citizen of India. I do not know if Shahzad will tell me कि ये मार्गदर्शक मंडल में कब जाएंगे, 75 इयर्स के बाद, 80 साल के बाद, 85 साल के बाद, या कुछ चीजें सिर्फ आडवाणी जी के लिए रिजर्व थी. Okay, and now talking about the biggest agitation that is going to happen against this government is going to be on labor laws. The government made new labor laws, 4 crores in 2019. They have not implemented it as of now because it is totally as per the instructions of big business houses. And just like the farmers' bill, it will have to be taken back. So that is something that we are.
So you haven't found anything wrong after 2024 elections. You are finding fault about 2019, जिस पर चुनाव हो चुके हैं. अब आपके पास वो पुराने वाले complaint box ही है. You have only the old complaint box. You don't have a new complaint box. So that's a very heartening sign. I'll come to you, Shehzad.
Just one very important point. Now, Vivek ji, please listen to this answer, and I want Times now to record this answer for posterity. Vivek ji asked me very respectfully that Modi ji मार्गदर्शक मंडल में कब जाएंगे? This is the question he asked. Vivek ji, ध्यान से सुनिए. 26th of August 2014. 5 leaders including Vajpayee, Modi, Advani, Joshi, Rajnath were included in the Margdarshak Mandal. They are already in the Margdarshak Mandal. यही दिक्कत है. अपने हिसाब से फैक्ट्स को कट करना है, कॉपी करना है, पेस्ट करना. अगर मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूं, नाविका, मैं अब झूठ बोल रहा हूं. 1 second, विवेक जी 1 second. विवेक जी 1 second.
Vivek Srivastava,
one second.
No, umpire has ruled. That is
I request all viewers of Times now. I request all viewers of Times now. 1 second,
Okay, I'm lowering your fader. No, I'm lowering your fader. Complete your point.
I request all viewers of Times now who are very intelligent, who have a laptop or computer or mobile phone, to Google it. And you will get the press note of BJP. It is on the BJP website. All these 5 leaders are on the Margdarshak Mandal. And therefore, this is the view they give you. And if you say that coalition governments are good, then are you saying Nehru's government was bad? Indira's government was bad? Rajiv's government was bad? Vivek ji, ye bhi bol do.
Is he going to resign as the Prime Minister once he turns 75? Is he going to resign as the Prime Minister once he turns 75?
Well,
do you have a rule in your party where when people they are above 75
then everybody will ask for everybody else's internal party matters. But let me get in Vivek Silas ji. Vivek Silas ji, ये बहुत बड़ा भारी फौपा हो गया है विवेक श्रीवास्तव जी से. 75 years, मार्गदर्शक मंडल चले जाएंगे, this government will not survive, it has got crutches. Everything has been said, but the Namo Express is chugging along. Namo Express is chugging along, rolling out things, and आपका तो मेल्टडाउन हर रोज हो रहा है. अब पिछले कुछ दिनों से मैं देख रही हूँ, मोदी goes and meets or even does a puja at the Chief Justice's house. There is a meltdown in your ecosystem. Vivek Silas, the question tonight is,
एक भी पैसा की सड़क गई तो नमो एक्सप्रेस डिरेल हो जाएगा।
तो जब सरकेगी तब हम लोग फिर डिबेट में बैठेंगे ना।
ट्रेन और पटरी के साथ इनका क्या रिश्ता है? ये ट्रेन और पटरी के साथ वारिस का क्या रिश्ता है? ट्रेन और पटरी को डिरेल करने का रिश्ता वारिस का क्या है? अभी गुलरेज शेख भी पकड़ा गया, ये क्या है?
आया पत्थरबाजों के फोटो आ गया, कौन ट्रेन के ऊपर पत्थर मार रहा था, उनके
कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता थे,
उनके नाम के साथ
कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता थे,
मार रहा था,
कांग्रेस पीपल
सबके सामने। आप बोलो तो मैं आपको नाम बता दूं,
कांग्रेस के थे।
Your own friend has not got a chance to speak, Waris Pathan. Vivek Silas ji, if Modi government is delivering on its promises, why is the opposition still stuck in a time warp saying, "Arey, they will not last 100 days. 100 days to ho gaye. Ab guldasta bhijwa dijiye, send a bouquet of flowers."
First of all, a very happy birthday to our Prime Minister. Definitely, we wish him. But we are talking about 100 days. What happened in 100 days, I would like to say something about it, you know. We have seen 26 terror attacks in the last 100 days, where 21 Jawans have been martyred and 29 have been injured. 15 civilians have died and 47 have been injured. That is the reality. We have seen, we were talking about a lot of, investment and, Sensex. But why the Indian rupee is falling rapidly? That is also a question under, in the last 100 days. 104 heinous crimes against women have been reported in the last 100 days. We have seen 38 train accidents in the last 100 days. We have seen 56 infrastructure collapse incidents, which includes the airports, the flyovers, the bridges, even the statues of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. We have seen massive paper leaks in the last 100 days. And why the foreign investment, the FDI is down by 43%, no one is going to answer that. Unemployment has broken 8 months record. That is the reality of 100 days. I have some questions for Shahzad Poonamara. Why there is a silence over the Chinese encroachment in Ladakh? That is the first question. Why? What are you going to do about Manipur, which is burning for the last 1.5 years? What are you going to do about inflation, unemployment and terror? And you are a U-turn government. You have taken U-turn on lateral entry. You have taken a U-turn on broadcast bill. You have taken a U-turn on Waqf board bill. You have taken a U-turn of indexation. And you have also, partially taken a U-turn on Agniveer. And we will make sure.
But if you've taken a U-turn on Agniveer, are you happy or are you sad?
We are wanting that the government should take the Agniveer scheme totally back, and we will make sure about that. And we were talking about investment.
No, my friend.
Ma'am, I just want to finish.
All right. Last comment. I'm running out of time.
We were talking about 15 lakh crores investment. I'll talk about Uttar Pradesh, where it was promised that 33 lakh crore will be invested alone in UP. Where is that investment?
Yes. Okay.
What are you talking?
Okay.
Now, Navika, he has said that so many terror attacks took place, yet it is India Alliance which says in its manifesto in Jammu Kashmir, you want to talk to Pakistan. It is India Alliance whose manifesto in 20... No, don't interrupt. Vivek ji, don't interrupt. So you're going to talk to Pakistan which sponsors
terror? What are you going to do about terror?
Vivek ji, if you want to do this, you want to interrupt me, you don't want to hear
Otherwise,
my answer.
accept.
Okay, 1 minute.
Are you going to call the
ISI? 1 minute, Vivek Silas.
The investigation?
Vivek Silas.
You
have asked 20 questions, let him respond.
You have to be patient. This is not that if you don't like my answer, you start stone pelting. Okay. That's not the way it behaves. You can't behave.
Stone pelters तो 14,000 आपने मासूम बता दिए. उनका खुद आपने केस वापस लिया. Don't talk about stone pelting here. Okay?
Either I can answer or either I can be heckled.
Vivek Silas ji, आपको क्या हो गया?
I want to answer each of the questions. Now please Vivek ji, you answer in your turn. When you talk about terror attacks, the sponsor of these terror attacks is Pakistan, Islamic Jihad, and your alliance, India Alliance, says we want to talk to Pakistan. So what is your stand on that? Your neta, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav said, Simi to innocent bachchon ka jhund tha. Your neta, Akhilesh Yadav in 2012 made a manifesto that Muslim terrorists should be released. You started releasing them, and the Allahabad High Court said that tomorrow you will give them Padma Shri. You are talking about terrorism. Chalo, I'll come to the women's issues now. Women's issues. So these crimes that you counted, they include Arjikar. What is the stand of Akhilesh on Arjikar? What is the stand of Akhilesh on Kannauj? What is the stand of Akhilesh on Kerala, Simi John Rose? What is the stand of Akhilesh on Ayodhya, Mohit Khan, who raped Nishad girl? What is the stand of Akhilesh Yadav on the rapes that have taken place in Kathua, where the supporter of Kathua rapist has come to the Congress party and has been made star pracharak? K for khamosh on all these issues. Now thirdly, you are coming on the issue of U-turns. So U-turn is when Arakshan is given to the Dalit Valmiki Samaj in Jammu Kashmir and NC and Congress say we want to take it back. What is your stand? Are you taking a U-turn on it? And fourthly, Chinese incursion ki inhone baat ki. You said China has occupied our territory. Armed forces have said not a single inch has been given. But since you said this, name 5 villages that have been taken over by China after 2014.
Well,
5 villages.
we will debate China on another debate. But tonight, as the debate stands, the opposition, yes, is meant to find fault, meant to come out with what the government has not done and meant to critique the government's performance. But simple rhetoric without facts, does it really stand? And is the Modi Sarkar in its first 100 days showing any signs of letting up on the agenda that they had promised the people of India? Well, that's the question. And people of India, if they see all the things that have been done in the first 100 days, will realize there seems to be a little bit of a softening of the rhetoric, but certainly as far as work agenda goes, there is nothing that seems to be out of line. Will the opposition believe this? Well, we'll wait and watch. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.